How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to be showcasing LR Trunks and Goten, and it's going to be a very interesting team just because it only has one villain in it, despite him giving a big boost to villains. And the main reason why is just simply because I don't have 17, I don't have LR androids, just any of the standout villains, so I'm going to go ahead and just use a standard agility team. But I hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. And yeah, didn't think so. I don't know what link that is in particular, but it must be one that of course does give him that additional attack boost. Let's go ahead and get started. And he has multiple super attacks, and of course you will find out which ones he has throughout the entire video. And that is one thing I do like about this LR in particular. I kind of wish that they did that with LR Black into Marcy, because of course seeing them fuse into Merger Marcy would have been like super cool. And I would imagine that they are maybe trying to do something like that for Vegeta Blue, which I am totally not against. And if that's one of the main reasons why they are taking so long to do that, then I am definitely going to be a bit more patient. Let's go with this. And that additional key to Rise definitely is making a massive difference. Granted, he does give himself the free key anyway, so it's not exactly like... It's not like it's giving him that additional key anyway. Basically, the additional key isn't making that much of a difference. Of course, he is getting a much bigger attack boost, which makes him a bit... It's not that it makes him a bit more usable. It makes him way more usable on a team like this. And so far, I think every single unit in this team has been performing well, despite this being the second stage. And of course, Vegeta just being the unit that he is, just an absolute beast. It's crazy to see how far he's come, and at this point he's still super relevant. And of course, I would imagine that they are going to be releasing a Super Vegito eventually, well, a new one, and that is going to be even more broken. So definitely looking forward to that. And of course, if you aren't aware, the Goten and Trunks get a random amount of key. I believe it's between 3 and 9 every single time, and you do want to aim for the 18 key super attack every single time, just because if you don't, they actually reduce their own damage. So yeah, definitely the thing that you want to be aiming for. I believe that when you get the 18 key super attack to go off, their attack goes up by like 30% attack, whereas if you get the 12 key, it goes down by 30%. So definitely try to avoid getting the 12 key as much as possible. And I believe that's one of the main reasons why he does have that RNG passive in a way. Granted, the attack boost that he gets, which is a 120% boost, isn't RNG based at all. It's just the key that he receives. And look at that attack stat. Insane. And then you go, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I don't know why they don't do this for like multiple cars. They're probably working on it. But it would be cool to see units like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan just like switch between them in the Senko and Kamehameha. You know, just give it a bit of a different feel, I suppose. I would imagine that the majority of you guys have probably seen a Kamehameha animation like 100 times now. It's just like, okay, it's getting kind of old now. And again, it's a shame that the only units that really get any super attack animations are, of course, the Dokkan Fest and the LRs, which, again, isn't bad by any means, but if you don't pull them, it's just like, oh, okay, fair enough. But here we go, Vegito. Can get a crit. No crit here. The gaming crit returns, for now, anyway. I don't say crit as much as I used to, definitely. I don't say... to be fair, I've forgotten already, and that's a good thing. I don't even remember what I normally say. The thing that I say more frequently now, by far, is of course. And I don't think I've said that at all in this video. Well, I'm proud of myself. I'm going in the right direction, basically. And there we go. We have the Trunks again, and the Goten, of course. Missing out on that boost, but it doesn't really matter anyway. Because the LR is going to be hitting the hardest, regardless. And we are going to get countered here, hopefully. I mean, not like it matters much anyway, because we do have a type advantage. And even if we do get super attacks, we are going to be taking, like, next to no damage, so it doesn't really matter that much. And is this going to take him out? Yeah, this is going to take him out. But this is, like, another super attack animation. And it seems like with the 18 key, it's just the base form into Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 3. Whereas with 12 key, it's slightly different. So I'm going to try to get the 12 key just to show you guys the different super attack animations that he has. Should be good here. Actually, type disadvantage could have hurt us a bit here, but for the most part, we are going to be fine. Okay. Here we go, Vegito. And this is my very first time using iOS 11 and just trying the, you know, screen recorder. So I'm hoping that it's going to be perfectly fine, because if it's not, this is just basically a waste of a video. But even if it does mess up at some point, I can just go ahead and carry on with boss rush stage, of course, because I'm going to stop at a certain point. And I'm going to double check the footage and such just to make sure that, you know, it's fine. And think we should be fine here, actually. Let's grab this with Vegeta. My Vegeta has, like, no potential system buffs, apart from the free one, so he shouldn't, like, kill him at this point. But then we have the Goten and Trunks. Should be able to tank those hits. Again, the 12 key does lower his attack, but, again, I just want to show off his other super attacks. And here we go, 12 key. Significantly lower attack stab. There he goes. Yeah, like, you can just see the uniqueness in the super attack animations, which I like. Now we have Rose as well. And to be fair, considering how he isn't getting as much of an increase as the villains, I think he's still performing pretty well. Granted, like, his main attack, things like Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, aren't being activated, but you do have Super Saiyan and Fist Battle, which are still there, of course. And Vegeta is going to take him out here, so I'm going to quickly heal up. And we are going to take him out here, or we should take him out. I'll be very surprised if he manages to survive this. But here we go. And, oh, so close, but he is done regardless. And now we have the STR stage next, I believe. So that was 3 super attack animations. Of course, you have the base Gotenks into Super Saiyan Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3. There is one more, though, which I'm going to try to get to happen again. It could be Skirty Tanks again, but I highly doubt it. And realistically, I do want to get the Dokkan mode with the Goten and Trunks, of course, which is something that I try to do every single time. And his attack stat is significantly higher here because of the boost from Gohan. And there it is. We actually managed to get it. There you go. That is what Bandai has been working on. And, like, the question is, now they have basically started a new series of leader skills when it comes to their LRs. And the question is, who's the next one going to be? Because they did LR Trunks and Goten, maybe Gohan and Piccolo. We did have an LR Gohan, I'll say recently. But LR Gohan only came out, like, what, 6 months ago or so. So definitely interested to see who they bring out next when it comes to the legendary rares. And Vegeta is going to take him out here, and this is actually perfect. So we are going to get the Dokkan mode with Goten and Trunks next turn. I'm curious to see how hard he's going to hit. Granted, we don't have any type of advantage, but his attack stat is like 2 million easily when you get max key. And he has linked up with Vegeta here, which is going to increase his attack even more. I don't think it's going to be max key. I think it will be like 1 key off, but again, it doesn't really matter too much as long as it is an 18 key super attack. And I don't know if transforming into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks increases his attack by, like a big amount, or I don't know what I'm going with. Hold up, I'm going to quickly get this to go off, and then I can say what I was going to say before I just stop talking. So, I don't know if there is a difference between the base animation and the Super Saiyan 3 one. I would imagine that there is, otherwise it would be kind of pointless to have that. But I'm going to go Super Saiyan 3. Yeah, I definitely think that the Super Saiyan 3 one increases his damage massively. Which makes sense, of course, and, like, from what I can tell, it's a much rarer super attack animation. So what I think they've done is that they've made the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks animation a bit rarer, but when it does happen, it hits way harder than the base form into Super Saiyan Gotenks, which I like. It has a different aspect to it. And if they put as much effort into these cards in particular, I mean, in the future, like, just for regular Dokkan Fest, I will be, happy, because at least they're trying to be a little bit different. But here we go, Vegeta with the counters. Like, it's just such a broken mechanic, and I've definitely been planning on I just have so many ideas in my mind at the moment. I'm just trying to think of how to execute them, and it mostly comes down to the time, because recently I haven't had too much time, but I have found a way to upload videos faster, thankfully. So I'm going to try to just record as many as I can in one day, and then upload them, of course, just so that they are prepared, and then I can work on some of the other stuff that I want to work on. And those things are going to require a bit more time, but hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and definitely look forward to what is coming in the future. And let's grab these with Goten and Trunks. I'm going to say Gotenks there. Technically, it does transform into, or fuse into Super Saiyan Gotenks, which is cool. I actually really like that mechanic. Something different. Like I said, LR Buckens and Marsu would have been super cool to see them, I should say, transform into Merge and Marsu briefly. And I feel like they definitely heard some of the community feedback, and they were like, okay, let's go ahead and add this to the future LR cards. And definitely excited for the future. Additional, damn it, okay, no additional here. Okay, let's grab these with Super Saiyan Goku. Absolutely incredible unit. I didn't really focus on him too much when it came to the global version of the game. I'd rather focus on Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, just because Majin Vegeta kind of makes it so that you need to run Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. And at the time when I pulled Super Saiyan Blue Goku, I already had Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken at like 60% in the potential system, so I was like, is there really any point? And I only recently got into Super Attack 10, so I'm just like, yeah, let's just focus on Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku instead of Super Saiyan Blue. I know the Super Saiyan Blue does hit harder, but I'd rather have the versatility when it comes to the links, especially for that team in particular. If I was to run a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta team, then yeah, sure, Super Saiyan Blue Goku is going to be better, but for the majority of my time with an agility type team, I'm definitely going to be using that Majin Vegeta lead regardless, and of course I get super attacks. It's kind of relying on the fact that Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was going to take him out, but unfortunately he did not. And yeah, definitely a rare super attack animation. We've legit only seen it once, and we definitely saw a significant increase when it came to his attack. It went up by like 200, 300k. And one thing that I didn't actually check is how many potential system buffs does he have? Or they have. Okay, not that many, but they are at Super Attack 20, which is good, of course. They still have a bit of a way to go. And one question that I actually have for you guys is, have you been summoning on the type Dokkan Fest banners? Because I know that the agility one is currently out. The one before was physical. I personally won't summon on them. I'm just going to wait for Golden Frieza. And even then, I don't know if I am going to summon for him. Depends on what he does. Depends on the category. Because if he's like an Angel lead, I'm just going to be like, or a Halo lead, depends on what they go with. Angel, Halos, same thing I suppose. I'm definitely going to be summoning because I'm like, oh, okay, you see this Super Saiyan 4, not Super Saiyan 4, you see this Super Gogeta that is 100% in the potential system? Yeah, I definitely want to try him out there. And a good thing is, well, does he actually? Does Golden, I don't think he does, because Golden Frieza's name is going to be Golden Frieza Angel. So that means he isn't going to have a farmable super attack, but I do believe that they're going to do the same thing that they did with Gohan and just give him like a super rare version that you can, you know, awaken into and awaken SSR for a 50% chance, which is a bit of a shame, not the guaranteed chance that we are normally used to. It's fine regardless though, but I still think that the Kai banners should be there every single Dokkan Fest. Let's grab these. And it's actually been, I just noticed it's actually been a while since I've used my agility type team. Definitely want to try this team out a bit more with that Goten and Trunks. Of course, I didn't even try to pull him, and I may just, you know, spontaneously manage to pull him in the future, depending on how lucky I get. But I'm just trying to, like, save for fests that I am, you know, really interested in. And to be fair, I'm not that interested in Frieza, but again, depends on what he can do. And I'm going to keep them here. Can we finally get that Super Saiyan 3 animation to come back? Because it's been a while. And I'm going to use an Usher just in case. That's just something that I tend to do from now on. I'd rather have, like, my guys do a decent amount of damage during the first turn, and then I can go from there. So, I lost around 500k when it came to the attack stat there. And I think that mostly came down to the fact that, I think, like, the second portion of his passive is RNG as well. I believe if you get the 18 key super attack, it's a chance to get an attack boost as well. So there are a few things that definitely come into play when you are using this card. It's not bad by any means, because he's still going to hit for, you know, 1 billion with ease. But it definitely is a bit more RNG based than some of the other cards. I mean, is there another RNG based, like, LR really? I don't think there is. You have LR Goku, Frieza isn't, Piccolo isn't, the summonable ones aren't. I mean, you have LR Black and Zamasu who kind of have their own gimmick, but they don't really have like any RNG type thing. So this is the first one that has like a bit of RNG-ness, that's not even a word, to his passive, and I don't know if that's something that they are planning on doing with the other LRs, but I think Vegeta Blue is just the big question mark at the moment. And now that I think about it, I wonder if, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta Blue, and Beerus are going to be part of the next generation of LRs, because of course they were the top 3 in a poll, and if one of the main reasons why it's taking so long to release all of them, maybe they are just planning on releasing them eventually when it comes to, well, yeah, releasing them, of course. But I wonder if that's what they're waiting for, just to make sure that every single mechanic is down correctly. They're working on multiple super attack animations, just so that they're ready for their release on the Japanese version of the game on global. I don't know what they're doing when it comes to the releases, but it has been around 2 months since they announced who won. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts on the LR Goten Trunks. I personally had a lot of fun, you know, using them, and I think that their super attack animations definitely makes using the team a bit more fun. It's a bit refreshing, you know, when it just comes to using this agility type team in particular. But I hope you guys have a great day as always, and I will see you all in the next one.